I can see you in the chat, so that's a good sign. For whatever Mercury retrograde fluke, I couldn't see the previous chat earlier, so I see you now. We're going to get in and do Libra all the way to Pisces. So welcome in. If you want to know how to find your Vedic sidereal rising sign for your D9 Navamsa, please Google Vault of the Heavens Lahiri Ayanamsha. Ayanamsha is A-Y-A for the beginning of it. And Namsha, self-explanatory. But please Google that and enter your credentials. It's at the top left corner. It should be very small. Zoom into it from your phone. Enter in your birth information. And then please click North Indian. You're going to have a choice of two, South or North Indian. Please click North. And then you're going to look at your main chart, which is very large. That's your birth chart. The D9 Navamsa is a deeper look into your 7th house, which is marriage and relationships. So I want to dive into that today. And that's what this tarot reading is about, diving in specifically to those zodiac signs that resonate with the rising ascendant of their D9 Navamsa. How do you find that chart? Well, underneath your large birth chart, there's a bunch of other smaller little charts. You're going to look at the chart with the number 9 on it, right in the middle. Zoom into that chart. And then at the very top, the top triangle, you're going to see an abbreviation for the zodiac sign. So GE is Gemini, LE is Leo, LI is Libra, PI is Pisces. You're going to see that little abbreviation there, and you're going to know, oh, that's my rising, that's my ascendant in my D9 Navamsa. The Navamsa chart is just a word for the divisional 9th chart, which represents the dissecting of your 7th house. Okay, so please look into that further if you need to. And let's dive in. Hi, Exo Nine-Tailed Fox. Say something else in the chat so I know that it's working. Please. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me now for Libra. Show me what I need to see for the zodiac sign of Libra and the D9 Navamsa. What is predicted in love for Libra? All right, so we have the World card. We have the Three of Wands, the King of Swords, the Empress, the Queen of Wands. Ooh, and the Emperor. This is a very good mix. What a great relationship to have. Bottom of the deck here is the Eight of Wands. And the chat's gone again. Oh, well, I'll just keep doing it like I did last time. Mercury retrograde, guys. I don't know why. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Markers. Hey, Vincent. Hi, everybody. I'll just periodically check in. So anyways, Libra, this is great. This is marriage. This is love. Of course it is. You're a Libra ascendant in the 7th house on the D9 Navamsa. Why wouldn't you have an Emperor and Empress marriage? Of course you would. And I don't know what planets are in warehouses for your charts. This is just a look inside tarot. Okay. And so what the tarot says for you guys is, gosh, you have a super big desire and need for travel. There's a hunger inside of you and it's just growling. It is starving for travel. I think you've brought this up to your spouse and they're just like, we need to make sure we have enough time, enough money, enough space, whatever. Like, just, there's a million things to why travel has to be a lot more detailed and planned than spontaneous. And perhaps that's you. This could be a reversed message. But somebody here wants to plan it, and the other person just wants to be spontaneous and do it. I do feel like travel plans are in your near future. Your wishes are going to come true there. Your plans, your desires, your wants, your expectations, they're going to be fulfilled. And there you are, Libra, the Justice card, 7 of Cups. Yeah, you and your wife or spouse are going to be traveling. I do see marriage. If you're not already married, this is a very strong prediction that you will be married. There's probably a very, very long-term commitment. Okay. Now, I do sense there's, I hate to say it, I'm just going to get it out there. There's some flirtation or third parties that aren't going to become anything, but they're there. Queen of Wands. There is definite flirtation, sexual energy going out the window somewhere else. It is what it is. However, I think this person still wants to stay married. That could be you, that could be them. I don't know how that pertains in your reading. Only you're going to know. But does this hit home? Does it not? We'll see. And I feel like this is an energy only you can resonate with, because these are secrets. These are things that you feel need to resonate inside of you. They don't have to be resonating with your partner. Like, there's some kind of separation. There is that worry and that threat. If you cheat on me, I'm leaving, I'm going to do something else. I don't think they know about it. I'm just going to keep it real. I think it's a secret. I just don't think, yeah. Book of Secrets. It's a secret. They don't know. If they did, they would divorce you in a second, or you would divorce them in a second. Page of Swords. Ooh, the devil. And the karmic. It's like, no, if I found out, this would be over in a quick minute. So right here, it's like nobody's going to find out. Perhaps there's travel and fooling around on trips. There could be business trips. This person could be very fortunate financially, very well off, and able to have affairs on business trips. That could definitely be in here for the sign of Libra. But again, I see that long-term marriage. A lot of people stay in. I mean, how would you know? It'd take a lot for someone to know. It would have to be someone making it really obvious for their partner to know. I think this person makes a point not to let their partner know. Yeah. They're going above and beyond. 8 of Wands. Taking desperate measures to make sure that Empress will never know about the Queen of Wands. But this Emperor definitely desires the Queen of Wands very much, and takes time out to go see her. It is what it is. The Queen of Wands is also talking to somebody else. So I feel like the Queen of Wands knows that this person is doing what they're doing and is married and whatnot. So the Queen of Wands is looking the other way and talking to another air sign masculine that is a bit younger than herself or the Emperor. And she's just like, that's fine. I'm going to look the other way. And you do you. And then we'll all be happy. I don't know. I mean, in a nutshell, that's kind of what I'm seeing. In the relationship is a secret affair that's not going to become anything. This Emperor wants that Queen of Wands more than anything, but will not give up the lifestyle, the money, or the commitment that they have with the Empress. It's like a royal thing, you know. It's like, listen, you have me, you just don't have my last name. Does that bother the Queen of Wands? Kinda, sorta. I mean, I definitely feel like it doesn't feel good, but with the 3 of Wands, it's like I didn't expect anything more. It's like I figured this is what would happen. I kind of knew. I had a feeling, you know? And at the same time, I know you're never going to completely step out on me. I know you're always going to be there. That's a very strange reading. The Emperor is going to make a trip or a flight or a trip, some kind of movement towards the Queen of Wands to see her very soon. Just putting that out there for whoever needs to hear it. That could be you visiting, a third party visiting, or your partner visiting a third party, however it resonates. But they're making a trip out within about 60 days, 8 weeks, to go definitely go see that Queen of Wands. Are they going to get some? Probably. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't. It might end very soon with the World card. You know, whenever the Queen of Wands is ready to move on, that's when it ends. Because she's just buying time. She's just here getting whatever she's going to get out of this Emperor. Just, you know, love, affection, time, money, trips, you know, whatever's coming out. Okay. Oh. So the card that comes out for the prediction for Libra is reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And that might be for the Empress in this reading. Poor her. Kept in the dark by the Emperor. But she's not stupid. She's an intuitive. She has a feeling. She may not have caught him red-handed, or she may not have a bunch of evidence, but she knows. And for whatever reason, she's in it too for the long haul. Perhaps children, finances, whatever. She's in it for the long haul. So I think the Emperor and the Empress are definitely taking a step back from one another, giving each other their own space, and just kind of having faith that whatever the universe foretells will happen, and that's what's supposed to happen, and justice will happen. This is kind of, we're leaving it up in the air to the universe. It's up in the air. What do you want? Do you want us to stay married? Do you not want us to? What is in the cards? What is happening with the Seven of Cups choices? And we're just kind of play it like that. So they're not making any big movements, but there is some information coming in. I think the Queen of Wands is going to start talking to somebody else. So that's what I see for Libra. Oh, the secrets. So now we're going to get into Scorpio. We are going to do the $22 Celtic crosses today, everybody. So I haven't checked my Cash App or my website donations this morning. I should have checked it before I came on. But if you did donate last night, please mark your questions up here for markers. So I'll know your questions and we can take care of your $22 Celtic cross today. I might actually do that in a separate video because this videos are not working out very well. So yeah, we'll just wait. We're almost done with this one, and then I'll go straight into the Celtics. Okay, so what I have coming in for Scorpio. So I've got the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Twin Flame card. Oh my gosh, the Karmic card. Can we get away from third parties? The Bottled Up Emotions and the Eight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. My gosh. Talk about the zodiac sign of transformation. The first house here in the Navamsa is talking all about death and transformation, rebirth, ups and downs, dramatic fluctuations and ups and downs. It's ruled by Mars. Of course, there's going to be conflict. So here we have the Eight of Swords, and that's talking about mentally being conflicted, but also feeling trapped in your mind. That you think you're trapped, you know, you feel stuck. It's also negative thoughts, negative words, creating walls that really don't exist. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles. And this is moving on financially. This is great. We're making great strides and progress in our job, in our career. You know, we're doing good things in life. In a love reading in the Navamsa, this relationship brings me prosperity and abundance. This relationship that I'm choosing to be stuck in, I'm doing that because we have a Ten of Pentacles together. We have property, we have a home, we have a family, or we have a business, or we have all of the above. There's a lot of reasons to stay in this, and there's a lot of reasons I feel stuck in this. But the problem with that is this is a karmic connection. It's not meant to last forever, unfortunately. And with the twin flame card and the bottled up emotions, I do feel someone here has feelings for a better fitted person for them. But right now they're in the karmic lesson. They're in the karmicville situation. So I feel like they're telling their twin flame, listen, I'm stuck. I can't go. I need to be here. The karmic needs me, depends on me, or we have a lot. Figure it out. Fill in the blanks. Ultimately, overall, underall, they need to just Eight of Cups this. Walk away, leave it. They're not emotionally invested in the karmic connection. They're just not. They're there for Pentacles. They're not there for love. There's no love here. Love walked out of this relationship a while ago. They're married, but they're acting single. Oh, yeah, there it is, the third party. Married and acting single. This is a very painful relationship to even be stuck in for all the parties involved. The twin flame is expecting them to come out of this at any time and waiting very patiently for the reunion. Three Cups. It's like, when are you going to cleanse yourself from this relationship? There I am, Queen of Wands, third party. I'm waiting. Like, what's going on? And this person is just, I'm figuring it out. I'm making plans. No, you're not. You're keeping secrets. And you know what? If you keep that up, you're going to lose. Five of Pentacles. You're going to lose me. You're going to be in a great deal of despair. Keep up with your lies and your deceptions. You're not going to have anyone. Interestingly enough, I feel like the only big message here for a love prediction is being confronted about this connection by the twin flame, and the twin flame coming out and saying, hey, I haven't told you this lately, but this is how I feel. This is what I want. I want marriage. I want commitment. I want the whole thing. And the other person replying and just saying, well, I can't. I'm already committed and connected. I have lots of reasons and excuses on why I can't get out of this situation. You know what my reasons and excuses are. How unfair to expect somebody to just accept that that's the way it is. That's very selfish, and that's very, very unfair. It's thoughtless. And I think the twin flame is going to walk away. Eight of Cups. That's just the love prediction I see. What does that hold in the future? Can there be healing, a reuniting? Of course. It's a twin flame journey. But my love prediction for what's happening for that ascendant right now is a twin flame walking out because they want more. They want the fairy tale. They don't want this. So I see an ending, and that's typical for Scorpios. So the ending of a connection. What does the love prediction oracle say for Scorpio? So we've got this one, and it says, emotions, Scorpio, are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I think someone here is going to be just emotionally driven, upset and angry about the connection. Scorpio's like, you're too emotional. Or maybe someone's telling Scorpio, you're too emotional. But that's their perception. Does it cloud the greater vision for the twin flames? Maybe it does. You know, maybe it does cloud the greater vision. There's a purpose and a reason for everything. But nonetheless, someone here is just really tired and their emotions are really kept on lock and key. And I really think it's about to come out. Especially if this has been going on for 3 to 10 years. Someone's ready to just, I can't do it anymore. And that's okay. And I think they should trust their emotions. I think their emotions are natural and they need to come out. Bottling them up is no good. And someone here has just kept it at bay for so long. And enough's enough. So I do see a new beginning. That's what I see for Scorpio. All right, so now we're going to get into Sagittarius ascendant and the Navamsa. What's happening with my Sag? Let's check the chat here. Yay, at least I can click on you guys. You're going to have to wait until after Mercury retrograde to become a member again. Oh no, it's just not working for you? Oh, great. I paid for the personal on Cash App. Thank you, TQ. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's working for everyone. I just got a new member yesterday. So, from what I understand, it is working. But maybe something, yeah, maybe something isn't working on your end. It is Mercury retrograde. I totally get that. All right. Oh, dang it, TQ. I am so sorry. This freaking Mercury retrograde. I'm going to go take a look at it after this and just see what's going on with it. I'm sorry. I really did. I attended it. I fixed it. I throw my hands up. I'm going to have to call that number. Which is fine because I'm working on my email too. It's been acting crazy. You know, the last 2 Mercury retrogrades didn't affect me as hard as this one. This one's really hitting me. Okay. So, Sagittarius. What is the love prediction for Sagittarius rising in the Navamsa? We have the World card. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the Hanged Man. Wow, we have the 10 of Cups, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck, the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Sag, you didn't expect this to be over. Wow. 2 things here. You ended something with somebody. You didn't see it coming, but you did. You ended it. And the reason you ended it was because you got a new perspective of them. You kind of saw that they weren't really being honest or truthful with you. And you're just like, what is your problem? Why are you such a liar? There's one thing that Sagittarius does not play around with, and that's a distrustful relationship. Sag will not entertain a mistrustful relationship. So Sag is highly frustrated here, feeling the burn, and just, there's no way that I would ever continue to do this. And it's, I think you're surprised because you really trusted this person. You're like, I really trusted you. I put my faith and heart into you. We're family, or you're like family. And I'm surprised that you would keep secrets the way you do. So the Sag, I feel, has recently exposed this person. And there's Sag, 9 of Wands in the reverse. You realize you didn't have a lot of boundaries like you should have had. You just kind of let this person, for a lack of better words, walk all over you. It could be reversed. It could be the person that feels this way about Sag. I'll let you guys figure out what fits where in your story. But with the 5 of Cups here, there's Sag again, Temperance. This card in reverse, it's like, I can't really get over what happened. I'm really hurt and I'm really shocked because I really loved this person. But there is a happy silver lining. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Sag is like, you know what's shocking? I have an amazing amount of luck. And I am leaving this connection happy because I get another relationship. King of Cups, Ten of Cups with somebody else. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But they're Queen of Wands. They're just like, I get to go be happy with somebody else. So I'm not exactly extremely heartbroken. You know, I don't see the broken heart here. So Sag is like, you know what? Que sera, sera. I finally see things the way I should, and I take my love back, and I call my love and my power back to me, and I'm going to pursue what really makes me happy. And guess what? You're not the one. They were just too focused on what the future was going to hold with this person. They didn't really look at the now, and this is what had to happen. You know, now that the Sag has seen the truth, we're considering alternatives. Alternative relationships. And guess what? That other person's not going to be there. Not at all. And is Sag defensive? Yes. Is Sag feeling overwhelmed? Yeah. Is Sag exhausted? Oh, yeah. But you know what? There's no shame in getting away from someone when you find out they're not who they said they were. And I think that's the exposing of the Queen of Swords. I've exposed you for your deceptions. Three of Wands in reverse. I didn't expect it, but Hanged Man, I see. I see that you faked me out. I thought we were really going somewhere, but we weren't, okay? You used me, you abused me, you took advantage of me in some way, and I'm not going to let you do it. I have something else in store. So a happy relationship is on the horizon for Sag. You are definitely lucky, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but watch, you're going to be in another happier relationship. What is the love prediction for Sag? Okay, oh, there we go. Sag, you got a soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So you leave one bad situation, which is fate, for another better one. Your relationship status is going to elevate to happy. You're not going to be deceived anymore by whoever you are with. I see a very happy marriage and a very happy relationship with the right person. They're attractive. You guys are going to get along really well. They may already have a ready-made family, or you're going to make a family, but you're going to be very happy with this person, and they're not going to be a liar. Okay? You're going to know what you're going to get with that person. A happy home and a happy life. Just give it some time, Temperance and Hangman. This may take a little bit longer than you expected, so expect some delays, Sag, for this happy relationship. But it is destined to come in for you, okay? All right, so now we're going to get into Capricorn. All right. TQ444 was on your clock when Saggy started. Oh, that's awesome. Turning in at 10:10. Oh, okay. Hey, I've been a cross watcher. I'm a Gemini, and he's a Sag. Boo kitty. Okay, well, just remember, we are watching not tropical birthday sun signs. We are watching Vedic sidereal astrology tarot for the marital chart, which is the Navamsa. And we're looking at the rising ascendant for that relationship sign, okay? So if you think, I just kind of get the opinion whenever somebody says he's a Sag and I'm a Gemini, whenever somebody says he's or she's this, I automatically think they're talking about their birthday zodiac, and that's not what we're doing. So I just wanted to let you know, in case you were wondering how to follow along with this reading. And if you want to know how to find out your Navamsa rising sign to follow my readings, please go to the beginning of my video. I give you a step-by-step instruction on how to find that information out for yourself and for your partner. Okay, so Capricorn, you got the Tower in reverse, the Four of Wands, the Death card, the Chariot, the World, the Three of Wands, oh wow, and the Divorce card in the reverse. All right. My gosh. So again, Capricorn, rising, ascendant in Navamsa. This is not your birth date. We have someone here that does not want anything to change. I just want to keep it the way that it was. For some wild reason, I also got the energy of a spouse dying. So there could be something to a spouse being sick or on a deathbed or already dead. But there could be a widower or a widow in this Capricorn Navamsa rising situation. And this completely shocked this individual or will shock this individual. Perhaps this person died on a trip. They didn't expect it. They didn't see it coming, but now they know that they're in this world alone. It's not quite a divorce, which I think is why it's in reverse. It's not quite a divorce, but it feels like it because of the separation and the ending of this beautiful home, this marriage, this union. It actually reminds me of a couple friends I used to have. She was a beautiful young girl, and he was a very handsome young man. What a great couple. I really enjoyed getting to know them. He was smart, he was good looking, and he worked in stocks and bonds, and like he did business, investments, and just a good, they were like orthodox something. For young people, that's rare. They grew up religious. They married right out of high school and had a really nice marriage for a few years before they even had kids. They got a nice apartment where I worked. That's how I met them. And they just got a really nice brand new apartment and just started a really happy life together. And they did a lot of traveling, ministering, opening up different ministries in different parts of the world. They even got into foster care. Very young couple. I mean, this was like under 25 doing all of this. He dressed like he was already a 40-year-old man. He dressed very maturely. Suits, ties, blazers. He would come down with his coffee and his computer every morning to the business office and start his day. A few years into being married, we were friends on Facebook and stuff. They got a couple nice little houses. They got one house that had a really nice piece of land out by a farm. It was really pretty. And they enjoyed living there for a little while. They had their first little one of their own. And then they moved downtown to a more urban setting, and they wanted to be more just with the people in the little city and, you know, coffee and parks and restaurants and things to do. So they got a really nice little house that they put together down there. And so they were living a pretty good life, and it was a nice home. And he had made some really good friends. And him and his boys, his friends, would travel and do things together, go on guy trips. She would go on girl trips, and they would minister, and they just, expand themselves as men. And so he goes on this guy trip to Africa to go on a safari thing with his 3 very good friends from high school. And at this point, they're all very successful. They're all making really good money, and they were talking about getting in business together, promoting these safaris out there in Africa. And, he's a world traveler, so that was no big deal for him. And so they're out there testing it out, trying it out, and they got up and hired some helicopter driver or helicopter pilot that did the tours, and they said, let's go ahead and look at the safari by helicopter. Somehow, guys, they're up there and that helicopter crashed. And my friend had a son with him already, and they were expecting a little girl. She was 6 months pregnant at the time that he left to go on this guy trip. So she's at home in their nice little urbanite house. It was a very nice house, great neighborhood, beautiful lush green grass, big tall mature trees, 1900s home, kind of updated, really pretty yard, nice big wide streets, great neighborhood. She's just sitting there, making a home, making a family, getting ready, decorating their nursery for their little girl soon to come in. And here he is out there on safari with 3 guys in Africa, and he dies in a helicopter crash. She had to hear about it from the news. You guys could look that up if you want. It's out there. But they couldn't find him for a little bit. So there was hope. Maybe he's still alive. But then they did find him, and they confirmed, he had died. And she lost her husband at a very young age. I mean, she was a widow at maybe 25 years old, maybe 27 max, very young. And that was the end. And she, had her child and got very serious in life. She went from being very bubbly and happy and funny to being serious. Life just completely changed, which ironically Saturn ruling Capricorn, the seriousness of it all. It's not a laughing matter, and neither is relationships. So there could be something here to this Navamsa with a Capricorn rising, where something very serious, kind of doomed gloom. And ironically, that couple looked just like the people in these pictures. I'm not lying. They looked just like this couple. He even had the same color hair, the same skin tone. He would dress that way. He would wear brown shoes. She had blondish brown hair just like that. Tall and thin, long, straight hair. I mean, this is uncanny to actually looking like them. So let me tell you, there could be something very serious that's going to happen or already happened to the Capricorn rising Navamsa person that I'm reading for. And this could be something that I hate to predict, but it could very well predict a death of a spouse and being a young widow or widower. This definitely, it's in the cards. I'm not going to play it like it's not. We even have traveling the world, okay? The world card here. This could mean very much world travels. Even the 3 of Wands and the Chariot is leaving and dying somewhere away from home, the 4 of Wands. So this could very much be that story that I'm talking about, something like that story I'm talking about. If that did happen to someone, how would they move on? How would they love again? I don't know, but my friend, she didn't move on with love, but she lived. She lived again. She smiled again. She gave birth to their beautiful daughter, missed him every step of the way. And they're growing. You know, things have changed. It's very sad that life can take a drastic turn when you least expect it. And that's when the Tower comes in, wipes you off your feet, mops you up like you're nobody. And relationships that were once so bright and beautiful could die, could be transformed. And the only choice you have to do is to move on, to have closure, and to keep on going. And so with this divorce card here, third party, there may be another person out there for you. Judgment in reverse. It may not be the happiest thing in the whole wide world. You know, this isn't what you want, but that person's never going to come back to life. That's why Judgment's in reverse. They're never going to come back to life. You're not going to get a second chance. You're not going to get to relive this. It's just done. And there is going to be somebody else out there, third party. And I know it's very painful to love again, but you will love again. Now, this death could be metaphorical or it could be literal, but I didn't want to leave either of them out because I don't really know the story. Okay? But I will tell you this. Get ready for anything. That Tower, when it hits, it's unexpected and you don't know what's gonna happen. It's unpredictable. Okay? So anyways, there will be love again. We're going to live again. We're going to move on. It's just going to be very hard. But that is the transformation that's going to happen here. So something wonderful and beautiful will come to a drastic ending for the Capricorn. The card that comes out for the Love Oracle for Capricorn is only time will tell. All right. Only time will tell when this happens, if it happens, and what the story is going to be. Ironically, only time will tell. But it says here, bottom of the deck, listen, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, and that is the Tower in reverse, resisting change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, Chariot, and you will be surprised, Three of Wands, where it leads. Believe it or not, there's a whole other life for that girl. And maybe someday when she's 35 or something, she'll be ready. She'll be ready for love again. You know, this happens to people. There's another girl I follow on Instagram and TikTok. She's a psychologist. She's got really pretty little tight curly hair. It's short. She's fun. She's bubbly. And she lost her husband too at a very young age. And she had 3 children with him. How sad. And she went through a period of sadness and depression. But years later, like 3 or 4 years later after his death, she did meet someone. And he was lovely. He was wonderful. She's introduced him to her videos. He's fully supportive of her kids and the father. And they, still they memorize him as best they can. And he promotes that. And he's all for it. And he's a very loving man. And what a blessing. What a blessing to that family. And so just when you think death can come and destroy everything, which it does, it certainly feels like it, there's a blessing that comes with it as well. And death doesn't want you to forget that for every ending, there's a blessing. Okay? So anyways, that's what I have there for the Capricorn ascendants. Okay? For the Navamsa. Again, if you guys want to follow me here on this reading and just see who's who and what's what, please go to the beginning of the video. I do have instructions detailed on how to get this information so you know what rising ascendant matches for you and your person. Thank you, markers. Where is the Capricorn D9 square? In the beginning of the video, there should be no squares. No squares. Triangles and diamonds, but no squares. You have to click North Indian. Do not click the South Indian chart. That's going to confuse you for beginners. Beginners must start with North Indian. The South can be very hard to read. So you'd have to be like an Aquarius, extremely analytical to be able to analyze those kind of charts. North Indian is much simpler for other people. So please don't go looking at a square. And once you get to your birth chart as instructed at the beginning of the video, you're going to look at there's many different little charts underneath one big one. You're going to find one that says number 9. That's the Navamsa. Okay, it just says D9 at the top and number 9 in the middle of it. That's the Navamsa chart. At the very top of that little chart, you're going to see triangles and diamonds. The top diamond is your rising sign ascendant. It's directly vertical, straight right there, right above the number 9. It's right there. And you'll have a little 2-letter abbreviation for the zodiac sign. So Capricorn would be CP, Virgo is VI, Pisces is PI, Gemini is GE. Okay, so you're going to see something like that. Scorpio is SC. So you're going to see that and go, okay, I know my rising sign ascendant in the D9 Navamsa chart, which this chart is your 7th house. It's the house of marriage and relationships. So I'm actually giving you a very intricate, detailed reading in regards to your marriage and relationships, whatever prediction is there through tarot. All right, so let's get in. Now we're going to get into Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So we're going to have a very difficult time moving on from somebody who was very secretive with you. The prediction here is a marriage, or at least something that feels like marriage. And it may include the birth of a child or children. This feels like a marriage, right? Because there's children involved. And this is a fresh new start for you. Being with this person is a fresh new start in your life. But they had a whole book of secrets that you didn't know about. They had third parties you didn't know about. They had histories with other people you didn't know about. They were an iceberg. And all you saw was the tip of the iceberg above the surface. There was a heck of a lot more below it that you didn't know about when you got involved with this person. They were very flattering. They compliment you. They make you feel really good. But you can't find yourself the courage to leave this person. There's a struggle. I want to leave them. I should leave them, but I can't. So there's this energy of feeling a little bit stuck because, one, they made you so happy and you valued your friendship with them. This is one of the most karmic things Aquarius people have to go through, is friendship relationships. Aquariuses love friendships. Friendships mean the world to them. A lot of Aquarian people will have friends from elementary school that they're still friends with in their 50s. Kind of an Aquarius trait is keeping track of friendships. That's very important to them, just as an Aquarian nature. And so naturally, when they get involved into a relationship, they definitely want it to start off on friendship, and then they're hoping that it evolves into more. And so there's this beautiful evolution process. And it's like, yay, we're evolving into more. But sometimes that friendship just doesn't grow into romance the way they would want it to be. So romance can just not really be there. And then they feel like this is a waste of time. Where is this relationship going? But they never leave. Aquarians are ruled by Saturn. They have stick-to-itiveness, and they want to stay in that relationship even if it isn't completely fulfilling. Okay? And that's all right. It's like, oh, well, it's not completely fulfilling, but you know, um, we have something. We have something. So that's okay. You know, and Aquarians just, they can't let go of that. It's very hard. But at the same time, they know that this may never change, but it's almost like they've accepted that. And so they kind of shut down and they don't really deal with their emotions too much. Knight of Cups is, it's kind of letting go of the romance. Like, well, maybe we're never going to have what I always wanted. You know, the marriage, the wedding rings, the honeymoon, the house, the picket fence, the hi, honey, I'm home. Maybe we're never going to have that. And that's okay. I'm accepting of the reality and the seriousness of this connection, even if I never have those things. Okay? And so we have this letting go of it not ever being fair, not ever getting what you really deserve in the relationship, not ever really getting that lover's King of Cups. Wow, this is love. You know that, so this is love. So this is love. You know, Cinderella singing at the bottom of the stairs, hoping for that fairy tale. For a lot of Aquarians, the reality of their love life is they're Cinderella forever. They don't get Prince Charming. They're down there scrubbing the floors, fantasizing about what could be. And what I see in this connection is there is a third party here. I don't see it going anywhere right now. It might take some time. You know, that darn Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse is like, God, I'm not taking action to leave the situation. You know, and the Knight of Cups in reverse, let's keep it real, can symbolize heartbreak and disappointment. And you're supposed to ask yourself, am I really in love with this person? What am I hanging on to here? Is it really worth it? Like, what, you know, all of us get confused. We all need to get into that state of mind. What am I doing here? When the Knight's reversed, that's a pentacle, it signifies a level of pessimism, a loss of hope, feeling detached, feeling insecure, and definitely feeling unstable. Excuse me, stupid sinuses. So really feeling like, where am I going with this? What? I hate that feeling, guys. I know you all hate that feeling. But when the Eight of Cups is reversed, it definitely shows that I'm too afraid to move on. What if there's something worse out there? What if I never get even the little bit that I have right now? So there's a worry of self-worth, and it indicates someone who keeps coming back into your life, but not giving you the goods. It's like, thank you for showing back up. Lovely. Now what? Are you going to deliver? I definitely see a baby here. Some kind of family growth, children. Empress and the Nine of Cups. Come on. There's definitely a baby involved. Or it could be some kind of a secret pregnancy. You know, and the biggest problem with this reading that I'm trying to figure out is the cleanse card. And it's like, we're supposed to get this dealt with. What are we going to do? What am I going to do? This person is not marriage material. Creates problems, burdens, creates babies. Could be a man or woman. I don't really care. Listen, what a problem. I don't want to focus on that person and the kind of problem that they're presenting into your life. What I do want to focus on is, what are you going to do about it now? Are you just going to be stuck here in this freaking hopeless, he's never going to leave or she's never going to leave situation? And you're just supposed to sit here and just take it forever? Just come on. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a hopeless romantic, but I really don't think that is the ultimate answer for your reading. I think there's a lot more to this situation than meets the eye. I think this person does love you. I will not lie. They do love you. However, people are so finicky. How many of us are like, that's not love? Listen, I'm not here to debate what real good love looks like, healthy love versus toxic love. And who cares? We all know there's toxic love and there's unhealthy love and there's love, healthy love. We know the differences. The one problem we seem to push away as humans is the fact that love shows up in many different forms. It can be obsessive, it can be toxic, it can be romantic and faithful, it can be a million things. Love shows up in many different forms. So I am not here to put a stamp of approval on who needs to have love and who gets to use the word love. That's not my forte. That's not my cup of tea. So when I tell you, hey, listen, Aquarius, they do love you in their own sick way, I mean it. They do love you in all the ways they are capable of loving you. That's just the truth. They're not sitting here using you without love. They're not like, well, I don't have an ounce of feelings for this person, but I'm just going to waste time, energy, effort, money, and sperm or eggs on this person, and it means nothing to me. No, that's not what I'm seeing here. They love in their own sick way. I'm sorry, but this person's a problem. They're a real problem. And the only hope that I think for you to actually just be happy is to get all the goods that you can get out of this connection, grow, learn your lessons, be wiser, be all the wiser next time. Love this person and just know, listen, I love you for everything that you could love me for and everything you loved me with. And I love that we shared this and we had moments and we had time and it was beautiful in its own way. And I love you for that. But you know, I really do have to step away from this because I deserve more. I deserve better. I do want, and I do feel like I deserve someone that's going to be loyal and commit to me and be there in the long run. I want to grow old with somebody. I don't just want to see what happens every day tomorrow. Like, that's not what I want to do. I deserve the Knight of Cups. I deserve romance and hi, honey, I'm homes. I deserve those things. And I know that you're giving me something, or maybe you're giving me all that you're capable of giving me right now, but I want more. You know, this isn't enough for me. It's not that I don't love you. It's just it's not enough for me. So I think that's really where Aquarius needs to get is I love you, but you're just not enough for me. And that means you have to get to a place where you are no longer the doormat. You have standards and boundaries and they're healthy. And that's probably the lesson that this person has taught you. You know? Let me read the chat, see if you guys are here. Let me click on it. I'm so sorry for those of you that are coming in. I can't read the chat. It's not popping up. Let me click on it and just see where we're at. Who's here? Okay, the last chat I'm seeing is Courtney Morris. Okay. I see yeses. I see Ling. Sick love. He loves me, but he lets his wand think for him instead of his heart, you know? And it's an unhealthy, toxic love, isn't it? Moving forward while still looking behind. Someday that will change. XO, Steph, what does that mean? My person of interest has the same rising sign as me. Sagittarius. You gave up. Aw. Okay. What that means, in my opinion, is It's fated. There's a lot in common. It's not some big monumental stamp, you know, saying that this is the most ultimate divine. But there is something there that says this is divine. This is definitely fated. There is deep connections that are synchronicities we can't disregard. That's an obvious sign that you guys cross paths. Having the same signs is great. I think people get along great with those signs. Usually they get along better later in life than early. People with the same signs will bump heads young in life. You know, teens, 20s, even early 30s. They don't always make it because they have a lot of frustration with one another and they haven't quite learned all their lessons. But I think once they have, they make great partners, great friends, great partners, great business partners, great lovers. The D9 Navamsa being the same could definitely mean a destined relationship. But if you want to see compatibility, I more so compare people personality-wise based on their birth chart and their moon, especially their moon. So EXO, as I'm doing you and Ariana's and a few other people's charts astrologically, and Grace, I am looking at the moon projections. I'm layering the charts on top of one another, and I'm looking at the birth charts and how they mesh. And I'm looking at other charts like your D10, your D30, and I'm making sense of fate, destiny, the timing of relationships. When is the best time suited for this relationship? I'm looking at those things, and those really tell more of a broader story of who's really meant to be and who really is great for each other. Because it's seen in more than just one aspect on one chart, to be honest. Oh, you are Ariana. Okay, well, I figured. I was like, okay, there we go. I knew it was EXO, and I knew I had an Ariana, but I didn't put the two together. Now that makes sense. Okay. It's hard for me to follow names on YouTube and in my business profile. Thank you for clarifying that. Courtney Morris, TQ, the love is there, and I definitely feel it, but not enough action is being taken, in my opinion. Well, thank you for that comment, girl. Every heartbreak was fated, but I pushed through it with fate. Yeah, some of us are just destined for so much loneliness, it's ridiculous. It really is. You have boundaries now because of this connection. Well, good. See, that connection brought you boundaries. Hello, that's a gift. That is such a gift. He gave you something. He didn't just take. These are the positive things we have to look for. All right, so let's go ahead and get the oracle for Aquarius. Oh, you got only time will tell. Bottom of the deck, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Yep, tell yourself you deserve to feel joyful. All right, so for the Aquarius, only time will tell where this goes, but for love and destiny right now, it's about getting strong enough to walk away from someone that's just giving you that toxic love. All right? All right, so now we're last. We're about to get into Pisces. So this is the Pisces rising ascendant sign for the Navamsa. which is the D9. If you're just coming in, please rewind to the beginning of my video, and I'll give you step-by-step instructions on how to find out what your rising sign and your Navamsa is, so you could follow along with the reading properly for you and your person. It's been 10 years for you. 10 years is exhausting. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Some people have the patience of a saint, and it sounds like you do. You got to be strong enough to get up on your own 2 feet and move on and not be stubborn in love. Sometimes we are the most stubborn person blocking ourselves. TQ, guys, I will see you in the next live. I got to go. My Taurus baby is waiting on me. Oh, your Taurus baby. TQ, can you please send me a picture? I would love to see him. Please send me a picture in the email, please. I just think that is just so precious. I'm dying to see him. We need to do another live chat, you and I, through Skype. How precious. I really enjoyed speaking with you last time we had our reading. I'm so happy for you and your little Taurus baby. All right, so Spirit, please guide and direct me for Pisces. What are the predictions in love for Pisces? So we have the Fool. We have the Magician. Queen of Swords. Can we say Gemini? Woo. Got the Knight of Cups. Oh, Judgment. Queen of Cups in reverse. Ooh, problems with the Cancerian. Jeepers. Hierophant in reverse. Justice in reverse. Emperor in reverse. Are all these in reverse? That is crazy. That is crazy. You're getting a second chance with somebody that it didn't end well. Karma, fate, justice is coming in to give you freaking, well, justice. This is a brand new beginning for you. I don't even think you saw it coming. This is all fate. This is taking a leap of faith. This is just waving that wand and saying, here it goes. You know, Queen of Swords, I love it. It's direct. It's upfront. It's blunt. I've been to the circus and I've seen behind the scenes, you know. I see what goes on behind closed doors. You can't fool me anymore. I've already been fooled. Never again will I be fooled. And that's 3 of Wands. It's like, okay, so you expected love. You expected the Knight of Cups. You knew love was eventually going to come back into your life after a major heartbreak. But what you didn't see coming, really, Fool and Judgment, what you did not see coming is this person that you had a falling out with coming back into your life. Oh, wow. Third party, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, they rejected you, honey. Rejected you. Chose a third party. Married a third party. Went off and got rich or famous or wealthy or healthy, abundant. Went off and succeeded, perhaps graduated college. Who knows what? They went out and lived their best life with somebody else. And you were left in the dust. 4 Cups left behind. Cancerian in reverse, strong possibility. This is a Cancerian. With the 7 of Wands, there's a big resistance about what's coming with this ticking time bomb. But it's coming nonetheless. That person is going to divorce whoever they left this Cancerian for, because secrets are coming out. Hidden things, secrets. Also, their beliefs are different. Their spiritual beliefs are different. Someone's getting bad advice from someone they shouldn't be listening to. And against all odds, they're going to end up happy with the Cancerian. 10 of Cups in the upright. They are going to end up happy. They are no longer going to work on that current relationship. This might disrupt a family. There could already be adult children or just children in the home. Page of Swords, it's going to cause a big problem. But they can't keep living in this kind of a connection. They're not getting any rest. They're not getting any sleep. There's too much pain written on the walls. They feel stuck, gagged, and bound, stuck like a victim into this relationship. They really want to let go of this marriage or commitment. I think they've hung in there as long as they possibly could, and they're about to get into desire, sexuality, intimacy, passion. This has been missing from their life. Wow. I didn't see this coming. This is kind of a surprising, shocking read, but it is what it is. So get ready, Pisces, because this person is least expected to come back in, but this is karma. They're not going to get to have that happily ever after with whomever they've left you for in the past of pasts. They have to come back and deal with karma with you, Queen of Swords, and make good on an old promise or make good on a past love that there was a lot of unfinished business. So anyways, the universe is coming in for you in your favor. This is a happy surprise. You know that song, Sometimes God, never mind. I can't remember the saying. But I'm hearing that other song, All the Broken Roads Led Me Straight to You. Or the song is called God Bless All the Broken Roads That Led Me Straight to You. So there's a lot of brokenness for Pisces. And I'm not surprised. Pisces, your zodiac sign represents the 12th house. Jail, hospitals, ashrams, spiritual journeys, bed pleasures, far distant travels, distant things. It also really represents losses, getting rid of, cleansing. It's very spiritual. Think of it as the holy fire and the baptism of the spirit. That's the 12th house. So cleansing, honey. And so naturally, your Navamsa with you in the rising there, it says, listen, you're going to experience a lot of loss, grief, problems, a lot of healing, a lot of pleasure, but a lot of grief, a lot of loss, but it's also the sign of new beginnings because endings lead to a rebirth. So it could be the energy of what we call Pisces for judgment. Things that are dead and gone get to be brought to life and risen again and judged. It's the card of second chances. There's a relationship that you never thought could be healed, could be transformed. It was dead, it was gone. But the universe, the Fool and the Magician, God, they have other plans. Sometimes the best things in the world that you could ever get are maybe things you didn't ask for, but they're coming just the same. So what is the outcome for Pisces? This just wants to keep coming out. All right, you ready? A message for you. I'm thinking of you in this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. All right, this person loves you. Bottom of the deck, secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. All right. There you go. It's a blast from the past. That's what I see. This Mercury retrograde is not playing games with people. Not at all. There's some very big surprises, big healings, big new beginnings. What a transformation, huh? All right, guys. This is going to conclude my Navamsa Tarot little series. I might do this every now and then, okay? But I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments if you liked these readings. They're short and sweet. They're not super long, but that's because I have to do all 12 zodiac signs. But I think this should help a lot of people. If it hit home for a lot of people, that's great. We should do more of this. Again, it's really diving in deep to your relationship and marriage house. So why not look at the karma and the fate and what the tarot has to say for your particular energy? I think it's more on point. I think it's more detailed and it feels more personal than a general reading. I think it does feel more personal. So why not? Anyways, I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for watching me. Please like and subscribe to these videos. If you've watched this far, chances are you like it. So why not subscribe? Please also consider being a member. I really could use new members. Mercury retrograde, unsubscribed all my members, and I've lost a generous amount of money monthly because of it. So please, if you can be a new member, I'd appreciate you supporting this channel and supporting yourself. In return for your membership and support, I'm giving you huge discounts for everything. I'm giving you several free readings. I'm giving you discounts on my shops. I'm giving you free classes. I'm giving you free memberships to other things. I'm inviting you in personal private lives that are soon to be coming up very soon. Candle rituals, candles for your love life. I'm throwing out a bunch of free stuff, guys. Please take me up on that offer. Get back on board with me. If you used to be a member, please consider being a member again. We're doing it bigger and better this time. So, let's do it. If you're new, please be a member. I know you're going to love it. Please check my website, jks1111.com. It should be at the very top under services, products and services. You can purchase it there, or if you go below, you'll see memberships. There might be 2 different areas for you to purchase. So go under memberships, and you should be able to go ahead and select that and pick which one you like. There's a very affordable membership for $33.33 a month, and then there's $122 a month, but it gives you way more. So it depends on how into this kind of stuff you're into, if you really want to invest in that. I also do coaching. I do astrology. I do candle magic. I do all kinds of things. So check out my website, see if there's anything else that might interest you. And that's it. So I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. In a few minutes, we're going to be getting into the $22 Celtic crosses. So have your questions ready. I've noticed that people that tell me I don't know what to ask, just pull the cards, are lost. And I've seen comments even just recently where they come back and say, I don't understand the reading. Can you clarify this? Can you clarify that? Can you go extra above and beyond and let me know more about A, B, and C? And I'm like, this is why I want you to ask me a direct question. Because if I'm just pulling random cards and just putting a story out there that might come back confusing for you, it is going to be confusing because you didn't get direct. And that's the same with the universe when we're manifesting. We can't just throw out there, give me whatever you want, universe. We got to tell the universe what we want. So we really need to be direct in our Celtic cross readings. If you don't want to be direct, that's fine, but you're going to get a general reading. If you want something more detailed, you need to give me an actual question. Okay? So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. The $22 Celtic crosses are free with all my memberships, which is more reason why you should go ahead and be a member, because it's free. So anyways, I'll see you guys over there in a few seconds. I'm going to grab some tea, and I'll be right back. Thank you, Marcus, for helping me in the chat. Thank you, Ellen, for being here. Oh, I love you. Thank you, Ling. Yeah, we're doing the 22s now. I'm just going to go grab some tea. I love you guys. Oh, Navdeep, thank you for being here. I hope you liked this one.